It's more than just your output, more than a bike. When you hear your shout out, you know it's all right. Put on your magic pants and let's go. We're cruising into the power zone. Clip in, set yourself free. Come on and take a ride with me. Know what you need to know and what's it all about. Everything you need, it's on the Clip Out.
Welcome to the Clip Out Podcast, episode 445. This is Crystal O'Keefe.
And this is Tom O'Keefe. We're back.
We're back.
Well, we didn't really go anywhere
We did not.
from their vantage point
That's
we
true.
had our kind of extra episode.
We did.
And but from our vantage point,
Sorry the audio was kind of shitty too.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I don't know how to fix it other than like we just need to like, I don't know, send out different we'll just have to start sending microphones to anybody.
I know, right?
Because it's just such a wide variety. You never
Yeah.
know what you're going to get. And
Yeah.
so and like we've recorded with Erica before and it's not been an issue. So I don't know what happened there.
Nor do I.
Yeah, she probably doesn't either.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
seems fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we had our Christmas, didn't do a whole just Christmas stuff.
Christmas stuff.
Now we're recording this on New Year's Eve because that's how dedicated we are, and we thought we'd sneak it in before we were drunk. Have we ever drank on Christmas or New Year's Eve?
Not that I can recall.
I don't remember us ever really doing
'Cause
anything.
there were several years that I had a job where I couldn't.
Yeah, that's true.
And then after that, and then like we had kids and they were around, and like I just don't think that's ever been a thing.
Yeah, it's just I mean, not that we've never drank, but
Oh
like,
no, we totally drank.
but like
Just
we've
New
never
Year's
been
Eve
like
is
New
just
Year's
not our
Eve.
thing.
Yeah, for sure. So, but yeah, so that's
It seems like New Year's Eve is kind of falling out of favor with people, like to go out and
Yeah.
party. Like I've been seeing a lot of Instagram posts about that. Like it's like very out these days. It's like it's so exhausting. Like, do we really need to go do a party? Like, does this need to be a thing? Maybe we could just sit home and enjoy each other.
and everything's 4 times as much.
Yeah,
Because it's New Year's Eve.
yeah. It's like I just think it's kind of starting to fall out of fashion. It's like nothing wrong with celebrating the new year. I don't mean that at all, but like I don't know that we need to have a giant party about it. Like
yeah.
for those who do,
Like, whatever,
enjoy.
that's fine. That's,
Yeah.
yeah, we're not telling you don't, but it's just, I don't know. It always seemed weird to me anyway. Like, who cares?
Yeah, when I was really young, I always wanted to go to New York and
Yeah.
watch the ball drop. And now I'm just like, oh, all those people.
Yeah, now I look at it like, that looks awful.
It really does.
Yeah.
Yikes.
We would do one of those things where you, like, rent the special room.
Yeah.
You're not down in it.
Yeah.
Like when we did the parade.
Yeah. That
We were
is
at
definitely how we roll.
Delmonico's or whatever. Yeah. That's the way to do it.
It is.
Yeah. So, what, pray tell, do you have in store for people this
You
week?
didn't write my little script.
God dang it. You got to remind me. I did that like once and you loved it, and then I keep forgetting to do it.
Yeah. Well,
Classic husband. Classic husband move. You did this thing once and she loved it, and then you're like, oh, yeah, I remember that.
Well, we are going to talk about what is going on with the UK members. They are not loving the changes to the schedule, and they have something to say about it. And
Yeah.
we're going to talk about Peloton's response, too, because we got a little insight into that as
A
well.
little kind of weird, but
A little
okay.
weird, a little weird.
Yeah.
We are going to talk about the fact that even though the economy sucks, and it does, like, I don't care
Yeah.
where you stand, it sucks.
But the government told me I don't have inflation.
Oh my God, my eyes rolled so hard it hurt.
You
Anyway,
need universal health care to cover the eye damage from all the rolling.
but it doesn't affect fitness, is what we're being told.
Yeah.
And then strength classes that are on the Peloton platform, they made a change this week. We're going to talk about that, why they made a change. Peloton also dropped their 2025 year in review. We're going to talk about that.
Okay.
Not to mention Peloton's top tracks of 2025. Selena had her babies. We're going to talk about that.
Okay.
Tunde's cameo in a movie.
Yeah.
Where did Olivia Amato and Maddie Magiacomo go? Together.
Oh, this is a fun one.
This is a really fun one. Mela and Cliff celebrating something. We'll see about that. Allie Love,
Starting rumors.
the date that she's back on the schedule. the newest artist series. We are also going to talk about who are the latest celebrities that were in an instructor class. This one was really weird to me. Not to mention, we've got some competitor news, what BODi is trying to do. Alo launching something that we're a little confused about. And what the hell is up with Lululemon's founder? Not the guy who's running the company,
but the
founder.
Yeah.
We also are going to talk about all the new content. We've got new classes for the new year coming in. We've got the 100-day challenge starting up. New programs we're going to talk about, and behind the scenes footage of the Christmas Carol walk.
Okay, well, before we get to all that, shameless plugs, don't forget we're available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, TuneIn, wherever you find a podcast, you can find us. While you're there, be sure and follow us so you never miss an episode. Maybe leave us a review. Super helpful. Greatly appreciated. If you would like to support the show with more than your ears, we would love for that to occur.
We appreciate both, though.
We do. And we've had quite the influx over on Patreon lately.
We have.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And over at patreon.com/theclipout, you for $5 a month, only $5 a month, you get ad-free episodes, you get early episodes, and you get all sorts of bonus content. And we get a little sassier over there sometimes.
A little, and
okay.
Sometimes.
Okay. You especially.
I do.
I don't really have much of a filter.
I'm like, let me let it all out here.
Yeah. But coming up on this week's bonus episode, we have tips from the super agers on how you can get there.
I want to know about this.
Yeah, and most importantly, not just to be super old, but to still have some quality of life going on, too.
That's really important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, what's the point in living a long life if you're not enjoying that long life?
Yeah, like all you can do is sit there and watch TV. Oh, wait, that doesn't... I mean, that's okay, I guess. Right?
You're a super ager, honey.
Yeah. I mean, that's what remotes are for. I'm on board.
Okay.
We're also going to cover all the 2025 recap for Peloton. There's so many different areas to recap.
So much. I really wanted to put some of these in the main episode. It's just, it would have made it like 6 hours long.
The whole episode would have been the recap.
Yeah, but there's so much good stuff to talk about. So we'll probably get a little sassy there.
Yeah, so that'll be all just a look back at 2025.
What a year
through
it was.
the prism of Peloton. So you can also check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/theclipout. And find us on Facebook, facebook.com/theclipout. While you're there, like the page, join the group. And, of course, don't forget our newsletter, which I did not send out last week because I took the week off. So there.
Okay.
What can you do about it?
Nothing.
Exactly. You're damn right. So anyway, there's all that. Let's dig in, shall we?
We shall.
Peloton in the news.
The UK members have had Sunday live classes taken from them, and they are not having it. Dare I say they're about to revolt? See? See how we felt 249 and a half years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be
it was
tea
exactly the same.
It's exactly the same. They will be throwing tea into the Covent Gardens Harbor to teach Peloton a lesson.
So what they are asking for is confirmation from Peloton. Is this temporary or permanent? They are asking for clarification on the long-term strategic role of PSL. Like, is this somehow changing PSL? Are we not as good anymore? Are we not as important to the company? That kind of thing. And then explanation of how the changes align with Peloton's commitment to have this live connection and community that they talk about. And the why behind this. The reduction in the classes changes the member experience quite a bit. I mean, I know it's only quote unquote 1 day, but let's not forget that after COVID happened, they never went back to 7 days a week. So taking that day out is a big deal.
Right.
And they're also saying that trust is super important because if you don't have this transparency, we're not going to have the trust. So that was a big deal.
Peloton's famous for their transparency around their decisions.
Totally. You know, I have to say, for those who are not long-term members, that's actually not true. They used to have quite a bit of transparency. And in fact, There were many times when the OG members would throw a big fit about something that happened. Peloton would have them in for a meeting. They'd have a sit down. They'd discuss it. Peloton would usually do whatever the hell they had originally said they were going to do. But there were times that they did have a flip-flop based on these discussions. And this goes back all the way to the beginning. I can't help but think about Howie when I say this, because he was a big voice in that, and he had a lot to do with those sit downs that occurred. So it hasn't happened for a really long time, but there was a period of time where that was the norm.
Right.
We said in this article, like, will Peloton respond? Well, Peloton doesn't typically respond to these things, but here's the deal. This person that originally posted this letter, they were hoping to have a discussion with Peloton leadership. Well, so there's been a lot of feedback about this article. I think that, number one, to me, there's really no point in ever doing something like this, because Peloton just does what they want to do, and they have for many years. It's no longer the days of Howie and John Foley. Those days are over.
Yeah. But
Peloton did respond to this post over in the UK group, which is where this was originally posted. Now, their quote unquote response was basically the same as their original information that they gave to us when they said it was happening over Thanksgiving weekend.
This is how it is.
Not only is it how it is, but that the London studio will be a hub for gathering and a community space. And
that sounds like PR AI speak.
It does. It does. And I don't know why you'd want to have one without the other. Like, you can still have it be a gathering space and have live classes.
Right.
So not sure that really fixes it. Plus, there are a lot of people who travel a long way to go to these studios. I mean, there's only one in all of Europe, and it's in the UK.
Yeah.
So they also say, Peloton, that this was due to member preferences. And the person who posted the letter was like, well, from what I can tell, it's not, because everybody I talk to says the opposite. Now, I will also say that doesn't match necessarily with the data that Peloton has. Like, when you look at the statistics, that's not what people do, is not always the same as what they say statistically.
And also, who you surround yourself with. It's like, nobody I know voted for Trump.
Right.
It's like, well, based on results, someone did.
Right.
So, so it's like, that's not necessarily a most scientific sampling of data points.
It is not.
Yeah.
But when Peloton responded, they did not say anything about the data. They just reiterated that, like, it's going to be a gathering space, and that, like, you can still come in, and that's not what the person who wrote this letter was talking about.
Right.
So then, interestingly enough, Peloton did reach out to me directly and asked me to connect them with the person who wrote the letter. Now, I thought that was interesting for a few reasons, because, like, if I can DM this person, I don't know why Peloton can't.
Right.
I think that maybe, and this is, I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus, but, like, it kind of felt like they didn't want to be visible on social media as reaching out to this person.
Yeah.
So anyway, conversations are being had behind the scenes. That we did manage to link these people up.
Yeah.
We shall see if anything comes out of it.
My guess is no.
My guess is also no.
But the UK members have done their part.
They have.
We have done our part.
And I will also say a lot of US members also jumped on board and the bandwagon, because they feel like they're already having a lot less live. And this has been said for like 5 years. Like, it just keeps getting less and less live classes. They're really angry about it. To me, it's not that big of a deal, because it's so many different modalities that, like,
Well, and that's always been the data that Peloton has had, which is the people who take live classes love them, but most people don't.
Right. That is just facts.
Yeah.
And I know that they brought in Tim Robards as a guest instructor, but I think that was really more about trying to show people in Australia what Peloton is about.
It was Australian outreach.
Yeah, not so much to replace Ben and Leanne while they're on maternity/paternity leave.
We're trying to reach the outback.
But I do think that I feel like Ben and Leanne being new parents does play into this.
Yeah.
Like,
Which is
would you want to leave your child every Sunday?
Which is fine. Like I don't begrudge them that.
No, I
but
don't
they have
either.
other instructors that
They
could-
do. They do. And
Yeah.
I also want to say, while this affects the UK members, something that doesn't get said a lot, and I want to make sure we say, the German members also get screwed on this because there's already very little German content compared to the rest of the platform. And they also have a day taken out of it. Like all the German content gets broadcast out of the UK as well. So they are being affected by this, but they don't get a lot of representation. So
And Austria.
And Austria, that is correct. Like Austria doesn't even get freaking mentioned.
Right.
Because I forget that it exists.
Right, by you.
Yeah.
Clip out Crystal.
Sorry.
Ignoring Austria.
I just don't think it's gotten very much traction there yet.
Yeah.
So anyway, hopefully everybody will come to some kind of resolution that everyone is happy with.
A New Year's resolution.
A New Year's
if
resolution.
you will.
Yes.
A New Year's fitness resolution. So the weak economy that isn't happening
Right.
does not appear to be affecting fitness. That people are making choices, they're cutting things to help their personal budget, but they are not apparently cutting fitness.
This is kind of fascinating to me, but also makes sense. Like if you don't have your health, you literally have nothing else.
Yeah.
And, you know, we are getting to the age now where we are seeing people our age, which we are not that old. Okay. I'm 47. You're
119.
yes, 119. And
I'm 55. I don't want people to think I don't want to say my age like I'm embarrassed or something.
I was just going to move on.
I'm 55.
Okay. So I don't feel like we're old. I also don't feel like we're young. So I would call us the middle age that people refer
Right.
to.
I'm middle aged if I can live to 110.
But the interesting thing is there are a lot of people that we know, especially here in the Midwest, that are our age, that they are not exercising. And boy, can you tell the difference
like
in their
people-
mobility.
Like people I went to high school with that I'm barely friends with.
That
on
like,
Fa-
yeah,
they're
you,
on,
you
they're in,
know them.
They're in the Facebook
you see
feed,
them.
but you're just like, I'm probably better off not talking to this person.
Right.
Right. But they're still out there. But like, you really start to see the curve differentiating.
Yeah, because this is where the pounds start packing on for
Yeah.
a lot of people, because your body can no longer, like, it doesn't need as many calories now.
Yeah.
And if you don't move, you're not burning it off.
Right.
And you lose muscle mass, right? So this is like when all of this is happening for people. And so we're really starting to see people lose their mobility. Like a lot of people that we know, like they get up and they like groan,
Yeah.
you know, like audibly, like not like in a funny way, like
Right.
like that's a real thing. And like they have the shuffle, they're not picking up their
Yeah.
feet. I feel like they're too young for this is my
Right.
point. And so like I'm not saying this is not about skinny versus fat.
Right.
This is about like movement and longevity. And I think that a lot more people, especially younger people, are seeing the importance of this. And
Yeah.
they're like, you know what? I'm going to spend the money to continue to move
Yeah.
and to be fit.
And unlike me, a lot of people really just get a immediate benefit from working out psychologically.
The mental health is,
Yeah.
is real for a lot of people. Yeah. I mean, I know you're not one of them.
Not at all. Wish I was. I don't mean it as like I'm above it. I'm just like, when people talk about like, oh, I feel so much better after work, I'm just like, thank God that's over. Nice.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I know you do.
But yeah, it is fascinating that people are like, nope, holding on to this one.
Yep.
Like, I'll get one less streaming channel or something.
Yeah.
Well, Hulu's going away this year, or so by the time you hear it this year. So that'll save you a little money. I'm just kidding. They'll just double the price of Disney Plus.
Exactly.
So strength classes no longer show compound moves.
Yeah, this is such a weird change. I don't know if it like... So on Peloton platform in the past, back in the day, just since I'm going to go backwards,
Yeah.
they didn't show any moves whatsoever.
Right.
And then over time, what they started doing was when you checked a class to see like, is this what class that I want to take? It started showing all the moves, and they've become more and more detailed over the last couple of years, to the point where when it says compound, it'll show you, oh, it's going to be a hammer curl and an overhead press, and you're going to do both of those on and off for 45 seconds, right?
It's like, stop, hammer curl.
Yes, it's exactly
Awesome.
like that. But now, for whatever reason, It just says compound move for 45 seconds. They stop putting it in. I don't.
Dealer's choice, whatever compound move you want to do.
But it's
on you.
not, because they're still verbally telling you. But like for people who are trying to kind of like make a plan, like, oh, I'm going to work on upper body, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. Like, it would be nice to know. Like maybe you have a shoulder impingement, so like doing an overhead press wouldn't be a good idea. So it'd be nice to know that there's an overhead press in there, right? This is the one area that like when Peloton says we want to be the best in strength, I'm like, guys.
Just buy tonal.
Really?
You will be.
You will be there.
So Peloton has dropped its 2025 year in review.
Yes. And up until the 31st of December, it will continue to evolve. So when it came out several days ago, if Mariana, which was my top instructor, was real close with like, let's say Bex Gentry, and then I took like 5 Bex Gentry classes, then it changes and it becomes Bex Gentry.
Okay.
Isn't that funny?
That's cool that they do that. I always wonder when they like when Spotify sends out the rap. I'm like, I'm still listening to music over here.
I know. But then everybody gets like all like mad about it, because they want it at the end of the year, but then they don't want it at the end of the year. Like, because Tonal.
It doesn't feel fun to get it on January 2nd.
But
right?
That's what Tonal is going to do this year.
Yeah.
They are not sending it out until the year is over because that is overwhelmingly what their members said they wanted.
Right.
I can't tell you how many people I've seen in the official Tonal community. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, guys.
And then now the UK members are
I
protesting.
wish Tonal had UK members. So anyway, Peloton dropped it, and been a lot of like reviews about it. It's in a really weird spot. You have to go find it in your like social media preferences.
Yeah.
They posted it on the bike and they posted it on the app, but like if you didn't see it in those places, or maybe you clicked out as soon as you saw it and then you were like, oh, I'll check it out later. It's so buried that like if they had not posted where to find it, I'm not sure I ever would have found it. It's a really confusing place, like in your settings. Why is a video in my settings? Like, that's just freaking weird.
That's weird.
But anyway, it's always fun to see. Mariana was my top instructor this year. Not really that shocking. Because they had no instructor to post for all the tonal workouts that I did. Yeah. And I did a lot of those. BODi was number 3, which shows that I've done a lot of meditation this year. And I have done a lot of meditation this year. So also I am 300 minutes away from hitting 15,000, and I just don't see a way to pull that in the next day.
Lots of meditations.
Just meditate all day.
Meditate all day
while I'm doing my puzzle.
Yes. Peloton also released their top 50 tracks of 2025.
Yes, and this was several different classes with this. So what they did is like they have all kinds of like different classes, and they break it down into spots of 10. So it's like 50 to 40 and, that kind of thing. Well, what they do is the exact same classes among different instructors and among different modalities. So you could take any combination and still get your top 50 fix, which is nice. Yeah. That's a nice thing. Also, there was apparently at the end of Cody's, we have not confirmed yet this morning, but Cody had the top 10, so 10 through 1. And at the very end of his bike ride class, there was a video that was all about the production staff and like a thank you to them. But it doesn't appear to be anywhere else. And Peloton didn't post it on Instagram. Also confusing. Yeah. Maybe they still will. I don't know. I don't know why they do what they do. I don't know.
True that.
And maybe it's on other 10 to 1s. I don't know. We don't know that either. But as of today, that's what we do know. I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
Peloton now hiring.
We have an interesting post over on LinkedIn. You know we're watching all the places when we're like over on LinkedIn.
I know. So little on LinkedIn.
Over on LinkedIn, looking to hire a new Peloton employee. But this is very interesting.
Yeah, listen to this description.
I will.
We are looking to hire a hands-on product development professional as a staff mechanical engineer in our Woodinville office, which is in Washington, by the way.
State.
Yes. In this role, you will help architect the next generation of world-class fitness hardware. not software.
Yeah.
Hardware.
I'm glad you got to the hardware because I was still hung up on using architect as a verb.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You will thrive in our design, build, test culture, utilizing our well-equipped in-house model shop to rapidly prototype, test, and verify product concepts. It goes on, but you get the point. So, more hardware, Peloton?
Yeah.
What are we doing now?
Did we know they even had employees in Washington State?
I didn't. I did not know that.
Huh.
I still remember the secret eye room.
Yeah.
I got the little doop, 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 doop. Retinal recognition.
There you go. You want to put that into words?
Well, I don't have them sometimes, thanks to perimenopause. They're late to the party.
But yeah, it's like I'm like, yeah, more hardware. What are we getting like a Stairmaster or
God, I hope not. I hate those things.
what's the
But we just came out with hardware, so
an
like,
elliptical?
I don't know. I just know John Foley will not be happy if that's the case.
Yes, he will write a sternly worded letter.
To Peter Stern, get it?
Signed, John Foley and the UK member. Coming up after this, we got instructors in the news. We got an update on Selena Samuela and her babies, what movie Tunde has a cameo in, and what interesting place Olivia and Maddie popped up at. So stick around, won't you?
Instructors in the news.
Selena Samuela has had her babies.
She did. December 13th, I believe, is when she had her babies. And Stella and Frankie were the names, and they are both girls, which we did know. But they also had to stay in the NICU for a little bit. Selena posted that she was there over Christmas with them. But she also said that while that was not the plan,
Sure.
very common with twins, very
Yeah.
common. And she also said that like the nurses and the hospital's been taking excellent care of her baby. So we're really glad that everybody is doing well. And I know it's a hard year, hard Christmas to spend. That's
Yeah.
always hard because you got kids at home, you got kids there.
For sure.
It's that's tough. That's
Yeah.
tough. But we're glad everybody is healthy and doing well.
Absolutely. Tunde has a surprise cameo in a movie, the new Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie.
I just thought this was so unexpected.
Yeah.
Like, she just had nothing out there about it. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, by the way, I'm in this movie.
Yeah.
She like surprised her family.
Yeah, she's like, they're watching it.
And they were like, what?
And the one kid, I don't know if it's like a cousin or a nephew or something, but looks like he's probably like 12 or 13. So I think he's also like, why are we watching Diary of a Wimpy Kid? I'm not a baby.
This is for 8-year-olds.
Yeah. But I remember reading those to the kids.
Yeah.
Those
Oh
were-
my God. Brian loved those.
Yeah.
Like he had a whole bunch of them. Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember that.
So, eagle eye viewers of the SNL, that's hipster speak for Saturday Night Live.
Oh, thanks for
in case you didn't know.
Thank you.
Yeah. Might have spotted Olivia Amato and Maddie Majacomo in the audience of the Ariana Grande episode.
Not just the audience. The front freaking row.
I think
They were technically in the second row.
they were technically in the second row, but the way it was staggered,
Yeah.
no one was in front of them.
Yeah.
But
They
they
were
had
close enough for Ariana to spit on him if she
Yeah.
wanted to.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think she would want to do that though.
I was just saying.
Okay.
Because
I
we've
was-
been in the front row of a Broadway show.
Oh man.
And that was terrifying.
when we were in the front row of Be More Chill, I felt like I was at a Gallagher concert. I thought
I have never been so disgusted in my life. And I was trying so hard not to show it because I didn't want the person who was looking me dead in my eye.
and was one of the best singers I've ever seen in my life. He was amazing.
And I felt so bad, but I was like, please stop spitting. It's so disgusting and I can't handle it.
And like that wasn't just spit, that was slobber.
I know, it was gross.
At one point he turned around so he could wipe his mouth. And he did the wipe where he starts his mouth in the crook of his elbow and goes all the way to his wrist. And the only reason he didn't go further is because he ran out of arm.
Yeah, it was
like,
it was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But
But back to Olivia and
I gotta say,
Maddie.
Michael in the Bathroom is an amazing song.
It
and
is?
when you just hear the title, you're just like, that sounds stupid.
It does.
And it is a show-stopping number of epic proportions.
That whole show is so good.
It
It never should have been canceled.
I can't believe it didn't do better than it did.
Yeah,
It's
I
such
love that show.
such a great show. Anyway,
But back to Olivia
SNL.
and Maddie. Now, Maddie has wanted to go to SNL for years.
I know the feeling.
Years and years and years. I know you do. But it's a little different living right there.
yeah.
And being very involved in the theater people. You know, I mean, it's not, he has so much access to
Yeah.
these people that, like, I'm sure that it feels like so close yet so
Yeah.
far. So close.
Yeah,
yet
and
so
I think
far.
that studio only seats like 300 people.
It's very small.
And it's very divided. Like there's the seats you see on the floor, which is probably only about 40 or 50 seats. And then there's other seats that like sit up high like and look down on the studio. And so if you do get tickets,
You're most likely going to be in the bleacher
yeah,
seats.
if you win the lottery or you stand in the line all day to be the seat filler, you're going to be up top. If you're on the floor like that, you're either a friend of one of the cast members, the guest host, the musical guest. You're somebody who spent an absolutely shit ton of money with the NBC affiliate in
Yeah.
your market, and
Yeah.
you called in a favor maybe.
Yeah.
But those are all bigwigs.
Well, it was really cool to see Maddie and Olivia right there in
Yeah.
the front row. And it was during the, like you said, Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
So my theory is that Cynthia Erivo did this for them because Cynthia Erivo did the 2-for-1 class
Right.
with Maddie and Olivia for right when the Wicked classes were coming out the second time. So I think she pulled some strings with her
And
girlfriend.
what a
in
great
quotes.
episode for Maddie to be at.
Oh my God.
Because
it was a magical episode.
Because not only did he get to see Ariana Grande, but then Cher was the musical guest.
and Maddie loves Cher.
Right.
Like
he
that is
still
one
hasn't
of her
got to see her
queens.
sing.
Well, that was another story.
And then he also got to see Bowen Yang's last episode. And it's always exciting to see cast members' farewell
It
episode.
is.
That's
I wanted to bawl watching it, so I can't even imagine how
yeah.
how emotional
and I'm not
it
even
was.
that big of a Bowen Yang fan. Like he's done some things I like, but I'm not like, oh my God, I'm gonna miss him.
I'm not either.
Yeah, but like like that when he was getting choked up, it was kind of hard not to.
So like
Yeah.
being there, watching it live, like wow, what an episode! You may have had to wait years, Maddie, but
you
it
gotta
was
go in.
worth the freaking wait.
Right.
Trifecta of
You
amazing.
didn't show up and like, oh, it's the Andrew Dice Clay episode,
Yeah.
which is historic, but for a whole other reason. Mila Wedekind and Cliff Dwenger are celebrating 5 years with Peloton. I feel like, I don't know if you noticed this about this Instagram post.
Okay.
I feel like this was created by someone who pays zero attention to the international instructors.
I'll be honest, I didn't even watch the post.
Because it talks about like a special message from Mila Wedekind and Clifford Dwenger. I'm like, Clifford? Like, I'm sure that's his name, but it's not like, it'd be like if someone is like, oh, Crystal and Thomas O'Keefe.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say, I think his Instagram name has Clifford in it. I can't remember. Something he does has Clifford in it.
Yeah.
But obviously, he doesn't go by
Right.
Clifford.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody knows that. I mean, I've barely taken classes with Cliff, and I know that.
Right.
Yeah.
I just thought that was interesting.
It is interesting
Yeah.
and a little rude.
Yeah.
Congrats to them on 5 years. I cannot believe, in genuine, 5 years.
Yeah.
They've been around. That's crazy.
Yes. We're getting old.
Yep.
Allie Love is back on the schedule.
Her first class back officially will be on January 4th.
So there you go. Put that on your list of things to do.
Peloton artist collaborations.
The latest artist series features Avicii.
Yes,
Like,
did you know his real name is Tim Bergling?
Okay.
I just didn't know that.
Yeah, I wonder how you get from one point to the other.
I think it's like one of those DJ things. You know, they always do their little names, you know.
Right. But I don't know how you land on Avicii
I
from
don't
Tim Bergling.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I guess the biggest song that he has is that Wake Me Up song.
Before you go.
No, definitely not that.
Before you ho ho.
Ooh, That was a whole thing.
That was Christmas Eve. We're getting ready to go to bed, and Sydney, Crystal's daughter, is like, okay, before we do Christmas, I want to take a shower and stuff. So in the morning, when you're getting ready to go downstairs, let me know so I can get up and do my stuff first. And I was like, so are you saying that you want us to wake you up before you ho-ho? Which is a great joke that is completely lost on a 19-year-old who has never heard the song. But that was a great joke.
All she knows is Last Christmas.
Right.
She's like, what?
She's like, what?
Oh, okay. So back to Avicii.
Yes.
And is the we're starting off the year with the latest musician artist series. But Avicii did sing his song "Wake Me Up." It was a very well-known song. It was played everywhere, so you've probably heard it. You just don't even know it.
You say so?
But he actually passed away back in 2018.
Oh.
So it was a very sad death. He was very
Gotcha.
young, only 28.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a shame.
Yeah.
Peloton celebrity sightings.
We have a celeb sighting twofer showing up in Kirsten Ferguson's class. Both Rachel Harris and Ricky Lake.
Who's Rachel Harris?
She was in like one of the Night at the Museum movies.
Oh, okay.
And I think you would recognize her if you saw her.
Probably.
Blonde with has kind of like thick black frame glasses all the time.
Okay. Yeah, and then Ricky Lake, the person
Talk
who
show host and
wow.
Hairspray.
Where has Ricky Lake been?
I think she like made her money and she's just kind of like, I'm good.
Well, she's hanging out in Kirsten Ferguson's class.
Yeah. So do you think that was a coinkydink or are they friends?
Nothing is a coincidence.
But I'm like, are they friends, Ricky Lake and Rachel Harris, that they both showed up at the same time?
I don't know, or they're working on a project together. We
That
might
could be.
find out about it in 6 months.
That is true. The Ricky Lake Artist Series.
There you go.
Well, I guess you got the music of Hairspray.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then I'm out. Although
Yeah.
she wasn't in the musical version.
No, and I don't know anything about this. I'm just saying, people do not just show up
Yeah,
in the crowd without a reason.
that is true.
So, yeah, there's something there. I just don't know what.
Checking out the competition.
BODi has launched a new subscription plan.
Yes. For people who want to say they worked out, but kind of didn't.
It's 10 minutes a day, 10-minute workouts.
It's fascinating because it's a whole subscription based on this.
Yeah.
The reason I kind of laugh about it is there's nothing wrong with getting your 10 minutes in if that's all you have time for, but I think we can
Are
all
we still
agree.
talking about exercise?
Yes.
Okay.
I think we can all agree if that's all you ever did, that's not necessarily going to get you the results that you want long term. So to me, it's a little fascinating that they are launching a subscription called 10-Minute BODi.
Yeah.
And it's all about microdosing fitness. They are going to have 400 exercise workouts that are all 10 minutes long. That's it. So you pay for a different subscription model, but you only get access to those 400 10-minute workouts.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
I told you. I don't know what they're doing. I think they're throwing anything at the wall that might stick is what they're doing.
Also weird to refer to as microdosing.
I know. I am not a fan.
Yeah.
I
just
don't like that.
Yeah. So, not to be outdone, Alo has launched a wellness club, and it don't cost nothing.
Well, it's also completely different, right? It's a club for wellness. It's not necessarily like trying to get you to work out on a specific platform or just work out on a platform. That's not what it's about. It's about overall wellness.
But this used to be behind a paywall, and now it's not, according to the article.
Yeah, that could be true. I didn't read it.
So I just think it's funny that BODi is like, here's a new thing to pay for, and Alo went the other direction, and they're like, we're unlocking everything.
That is interesting.
You know?
Yeah.
And just come on in, and then hopefully we'll sell you other things.
Well, Alo's big thing is their workout wear.
Right.
You know, that's what they're really selling.
Yeah, so they
might
using
see this as a loss leader.
Right. I just find it fascinating.
It is.
That they're like, nope, we're not going to charge anything. Just maybe you'll buy some leggings.
Yeah, which people probably will.
Yeah.
They're cute.
Speaking of leggings,
dear.
Lululemon's founder and nutjob
Chip Wilson.
is launching a proxy fight for the company.
I just wish he'd leave them the hell alone. I really do. All he's going to do is take this company down.
Yeah.
Like,
well, and it's like, you sold it, man. Take your money and, like, you're done now.
yeah, but, like, he's known for being a nut job and
Yeah.
a jerk and, like, having really controversial views on things.
Yeah.
And like, he's the guy behind all of the stuff that Lululemon has fought against for years, where it's like, only skinny people are allowed here.
Right.
You know? And so, like, they don't need this guy back. They don't need him back.
Yeah.
It's just going to, it's not going to take the company in a good direction.
No.
So.
But whatever. That's going on. So
Well, we'll see what happens.
coming up after this, we're going to talk content. We got the TCO Top 5 and all sorts of new classes for you to start the year with. So stick around.
New content.
It is time for the TCO Top 5. We are recording this on New Year's Eve. You are hearing this at the earliest on January 2nd. Well, I guess if you're a Patreon member, January 1st.
That's true.
So the question becomes, is this the last TCO Top 5 of the year or the first TCO Top 5?
I'm going to say last, and here's why. We did a roundup. We asked everybody of their favorite class for 2025
Okay.
overall, and most people did not. They posted stuff that took place in the last few weeks or 2 years ago. There was no in between.
They call that the recency bias,
I know.
which is why you get all the Oscar bait movies dumped on you in the last 6 weeks of the year, because they know if they put it out in March, you'll forget about it. Like when Lego Movie didn't get nominated for an Oscar for Best Animated Feature.
And it absolutely should have.
And it should have absolutely. That was hands down the best animated feature that year. Not that I'm sassy about it. And you'll see the same thing likely play out for the movie Sinners, not animated feature.
Yeah.
But because it came out in like March, I think a lot of people are going to forget it at award season. And that's a shame, because it's one of, if not the best movie of the year.
One battle at a time.
One battle after another. It was also really good. I will accept that as an answer. It's not like you said something crazy.
Those are the only two answers, though,
Yeah.
from this year.
Yeah.
The only two.
Although, you know what was fun?
What?
Housemaid.
Oh, my God. That was so much fun.
Housemaid.
So
like,
much
best movie
fun.
of the year. I mean, that movie was a lot of fun.
It was.
That's the
like, not the best made movie, but like the best movie of fun.
It's not like a serious, like,
No.
It's hard to look at that and be like, this should win an Oscar. But, like, honestly, that might have been the most fun I had at the movies all year.
It was so good.
Yeah.
And listen, I went in prepared to hate it.
Yeah.
I really am so tired of Sydney Sweeney and everything about her. Everything about her.
And if you're not, you get to see everything about her.
Everything. And, you know, I wanted to hate it, but she did a great job. Everybody in that movie did a
Yeah.
great job. That was just a great movie.
But Housemaid is
Fun.
just a sleazy, breezy, cheesy thriller
Yes.
that
Must watch.
shouldn't work, but really does.
So back to
Back to the TCO Top 5. Number 1, your favorite breathwork exercise.
I really liked this nomination. Jessica Winston loved this breathwork class. It's a 2-minute sleep exercise. She said she likes this app because the exercises have a light touch. They have gentle sounds and phone vibration to guide the exercises, and many are short. This one takes less time than a meditation and feels I have less expectation going in about getting relaxed or falling asleep. But it does help me transition towards sleep at bedtime. I really like that. I have been enjoying the breathwork classes as well, so it's really lovely to see somebody else enjoying them.
Yeah. Number 2, your favorite Extra 10 strength class.
Sarah Lester nominated this class. We're going back. This is what I mean. Like, there's no in between.
Right.
This was all the way back from December 11th of 2023. It was an Extra 10 lower legs. Sarah said, Andy mentioned this class during a walk. He said it was one of the classes he programmed that he is most proud of. That's high praise, and I had to try it out. It's great. It's not fancy or heavy lifting, but if you have ankle problems, calf problems, or shin splints, this class will be great. I've done it multiple times and plan on doing it many more.
Okay. Number 3, your favorite ride.
This took place on November 10th of 2025. Jess King taught a 30-minute live DJ ride with Armin van Buren. Ariel Kaplan-Rossen said it was so good, the absolute best for an EDM fan. I hearted every song. A tough but creative ride structure was the cherry on top.
He sounds like a made-up president.
Yeah, he does. Also, 2 U's in Buren, which I did not know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm saying that was new information to me.
Well, the existence of Armin van Buren is new information to me.
That's, Peloton. It's constantly spreading the knowledge.
I see that. Number 4, your favorite run.
This was almost an unstackable, but you'll see why it wasn't in a moment.
Okay.
So on December 19th, it was a 60-minute progression run taught by Bex Gentry, and Nicole Schmidt pointed out that sometimes classes are good because they're hard. She said that Bex does a great job of coaching people through, despite the class plan that had me saying, nope, not going to happen. 60 minutes passed quickly, and I accomplished what I set out to do. It maybe would have felt a small bit easier if I didn't stack a 30-minute class prior to taking it. I'm thrilled to learn on this run. There will be more longer runs added to the platform in the new year.
Nicole, you robbed Bex Gentry of an unstackable.
She was so close,
so
Nicole.
close to getting the unstackable.
Close.
And then you stacked it. You're so selfish, Nicole. Do you ever think about anybody else? Do you ever think about Bex Gentry? No. Just think about you and your quads.
So her leaderboard name is Oh My Quads.
Yeah.
But I needed to say that for
Yeah.
people who might be confused by
Yes.
that comment, Tom. So the Unstackable had a special nomination this week. We did an article wrapping up 2025 of all of the hardest classes that took place in 2025. Well, Emily Caroline took offense to this. And I say that tongue in cheek,
Yeah.
of course. She was like, how is Christian Van de Velde's 45-minute real route Col de Galabert not on this list? It was basically a 45-minute FTP. So
We have an answer.
we have an answer. Here's the thing, Emily. It was taught in 2024. October of 2024.
Right now, Nicole's like, well, how come that doesn't rob Christian Vandevelde of an unstackable for 2025?
Because this could still be Emily's favorite class. Emily also, when she talked about this, like, why is this class here? Several people chimed in to be like, yes, this was the hardest class I've ever taken. So I say to all of you, Emily and everyone, I really want to see you nominating classes weekly from now on.
Yes.
So that you can shape 2026's Unstackable and beyond. So there you go.
There you go. We have new classes for the new year.
We do. So by the time you're hearing this, it will already be the new year.
Yes.
But Peloton posted several classes. There were, starting on the December 30th, they had a bunch of classes that were New Year's related. And then on December 31st, more, including the Just King experience with Just King. I mean, it's kind of in the name.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
why
mean,
we got to
it's-
say it twice,
yeah.
but Just. And then on the 1st, there was also classes dropping for the new year, which I thought was really lovely. So if you haven't gotten a chance to take them, it's not too late. They're still there on the platform.
Yeah.
Go take the classes.
But speaking of too late, by the time you hear this, it will be too late to sign up for Peloton's 100-day challenge.
Oh, will it? You
I
can't.
thought
I think you can start anytime.
Oh, I thought you had to sign up by December 31st.
Oh, maybe it did say that. I don't know. I don't read these things. I already signed up. That's all
I'm Clip
I
Out
care
Crystal
about.
now.
I mean, here's the deal. You have the 100 days goes from 1/1 all the way through 4/10.
Right.
So like you have a little wiggle room.
Gotcha.
You know, not much, but a little bit.
A little.
A little.
Yeah.
And you have to have a blue dot, or I'm sorry, a blurple dot on every single one of those days. It doesn't have to be a workout though. It can be a meditation. So it can be something low key, but you have to do something every one of those days.
Do you remember there used to be a drink called Burple?
No.
And it was like Kool-Aid, but it was in like this accordion type plastic container, which was probably...
Are you sure it was called a burple? Because I remember the accordion, and it wasn't called that.
Well, to the Googles.
But like it started off as powder, and then you added water.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was called a burple.
A discontinued drink mix that was packaged in an expandable accordion-like plastic container.
And it was called a burple?
It's called a Burple.
I did not know that.
Because I worked at a grocery store at the time, and I remember some lady coming up to me, and she's like, I'm pushing carts in, because I was like a little bagger cart pusher.
You're so cute.
And she's like, excuse me, do you have Burple? And I was like, I did, but I took a Tums. I'm feeling pretty good right about now. And she just gave me the dirtiest look.
I bet.
And I was just like, I'm not cut out for retail.
And then you did it for another 10 years.
Yeah. I was really bad at it. Another time I was pushing in the the carts, and I had my sunglasses in my pocket, and my arms pushed against it, and it snapped it right in the middle. Like over the bridge of your nose.
No.
And I didn't realize it because it was barely broken. So then later, I put my sunglasses on. I start pushing the carts in, and as I'm pushing the carts in, one half of the glasses just fall, and the other half stay.
Oh.
But I can't stop because I'm pushing carts through traffic.
Yeah.
So I'm pushing carts in with like half a pair of sunglasses on my face.
The momentum was there. You couldn't stop.
And as I go in, like somebody's like, what's with your sunglasses? And I was like, well, it's partly cloudy.
My Aunt Pat would have loved that.
Yeah. And again, nothing. I'm just like, I am wasted here. Absolutely wasted. This is comedy gold, people. Ugh. Kirsten Ferguson is teasing a new program for January.
She is, yeah. And people are thinking it has something to do with hiking.
Okay.
Maybe a little weightlifting.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it's coming. She's been talking about it for a while.
Should have had Kendall Toole teach it. She took
you
a hike.
said Kirsten. In my mind, I was already on Rebecca Kennedy's.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. Kirsten Ferguson's is all about running.
Okay.
My bad.
Okay.
So Kirsten will be about running.
Okay.
Though she's teasing it, she's being forthcoming.
Gotcha.
Unlike
Rebecca Kennedy.
She's being all teasy.
And her
Teasy McGee.
privacy.
Yeah.
And secrecy.
They think that one's about hiking.
I've heard that.
Yeah, see?
I heard someone talking about that not too long ago. Respin has a private studio event in January.
They do, yeah. January 17th. They also are going to have a exclusive panel and conversation. Christina.
You have to say it like that?
Yes, you do, because it's exclusive. So you have to be snooty
you have
when
to be
you say
snooty.
it.
Okay.
Yeah. And Christine is teaching the class, and she, I believe, is also going to be part of the panel. I'm assuming there's going to be other people as part of the panel as well. And it is, like I said, taking place on January 17th. You can register for this class. You could register for this class as part of the Respin Press event, like the press study that they did about menopause. Okay. So if you were registered as part of that, you got this email, and they entered you into a giveaway. So one person got everything covered, including their stay and their travel to Peloton for this event.
Oh, nice.
But they announced that winner on December 23rd, and it wasn't me, so I stopped caring.
And they made sure the winner lived in Manhattan.
Right. They probably did. They probably did.
They don't got to give me anything.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. So anyway, it's a cool thing, and so it's basically just that press study recipients, but very cool event to be able to do. I'm wondering if they're going to have Halle Berry show up. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it would.
Definitely enjoy that, but not enough to travel all the way to New York. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
So there was a special Christmas Carol walk that PSL did this year.
Yeah, and I think we've talked about it.
We did.
before.
And they posted some behind the scenes footage.
Yeah, it was really fun because they showed the instructors and who was doing what as they were filming it, as they were recording it. It's just neat to see the behind the scenes and see everybody get into it because in my head they're dressed up in the outfits, but no, they were just in workout clothes. And
got the top hat and the scarf and the trench coat.
I was feeling it, but that just shows they did such a great job that it took me there. I was in the 1700s, wherever the hell it was.
And it's 1870s, I think.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this was a neat class. I have a lot of love for this because it was so creative. So hoping they do more like this in the future.
So that brings this episode to a close. We don't have any birthdays this week, once again.
Okay.
And so we're done.
All right. Bye.
Thanks. Bye. Until next week, where can people find you?
People can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Crystal D. O'Keefe. You can also find me on Threads, Blue Sky, Instagram, and the Peloton leaderboard at Clip Out Crystal.
And you can find me on Threads and Blue Sky at Tom O'Keefe Jr. or on Facebook at facebook.com/Tom O'Keefe. You can find the show online at facebook.com/clipout. While you're there, like the page, join the group. Don't forget our Patreon, $5 a month, all sorts of bonus content. Clip Out Crystal, uncensored, extra sassy. And early episodes, ad-free episodes, all that. So, and you support just a little indie podcast.
Just a
you
little
could give your
tiny
money to
baby
This
indie.
American Life or Slate or
I mean,
Wondery.
they already have plenty of money.
But they're doing fine.
They're doing so
They're
fine.
doing fine. We're literally doing this in our basement. So anyway, whether you join or not, thank you for listening. And we'll talk to you next time. Until then, keep pedaling.
And running.
And rowing. Did you forget how we end the show?
I did. I was like, where are we?
What are you talking about, pedaling?
Why are you talking about that? You don't pedal. Bye, guys.